You, my fellow brethren, are the nicest, kindest, and the most hardworking people I know.
How do foreign nationalities see Filipinos? How do they see us? What do they generally say about us? I have asked some foreign nationalities, some randomly, while some are basically my friends, about their impressions of Filipinos in the UAE. And I also asked them certain, words of encouragement and wisdom for our brothers and sisters, our kabayans, who are being affected by the pandemic. And here's what they said. But first, the context. Do you know that the UAE is home to more than 200 nationalities? Imagine that, more than 200 nationalities. UAE is really a melting pot not just of people, but also of culture. Emiratis, or the locals, constitute only roughly 20% of the total population, making the United Arab Emirates home to one of the world's highest percentage of immigrants. And Indians and Pakistanis form the largest communities of foreign nationals in the country. The Indians alone constitute around 28%, while the Pakistanis around 12% of the total population. And you may ask, who's next? The Filipinos. We are the third largest in terms of population. Well, to be fair, this is rather debatable because it can be argued that it's the Bangladeshis. But based on my research, it juggles between the two. Now, according to the UTS blog, the five countries with the highest share of expats in terms of total population, we have the first one, Qatar, followed by the UAE, then Kuwait, and then Jordan, and of course, Singapore. How about the Filipinos? According to the overseas job website in the Philippines, www.workabroad.ph, the top 5 countries for overseas Filipinos are 1. Saudi, 2 is Qatar, 3 is Kuwait, 4th is UAE, and number 5 is Australia. And since I am in Dubai, which is the UAE, then I asked foreign nationals in the UAE to say something about their perception of the Filipinos. And as I mentioned, also certain words of encouragement. Here they are.
You, my fellow brethren, are the nicest, kindest, and the most hardworking people I know. All bad things will eventually come to an end, and these current events are no different. Brace yourself and endure. You are vigilant, flexible, and quick-witted. Do not let a loss of job hinder your will. Keep trying, have faith. God bless you.
Being online made me see a lot of different communities. And I wouldn't say trends, I would say more themes being displayed by these communities. There were many supportive aspects that, hey, help out a neighbor, send some help, get some food to them, anything, everything, it helps, no matter how little it may be. And through these themes, I noticed that specific communities were being more creative. The Filipino community, the pictures they took on a Zoom call, being with their loved ones, or just pictures of themselves, they used to always have little, let's say, hearts, or any of those little fancy designs, and it was nice, it was vibrant, it was something that at the time you would overlook, being busy with other things, but now you had some pause to really admire or just have a little laugh with those little pictures. And the way I was inspired was through the creativity, especially through the Filipino community. The TikTok dances, the trends, the laughs, the smiles that, hey, it's gonna be okay. It really, really meant something to me, especially. The impact behind the screen was far more than I believe they would have thought. I myself don't post anything on Instagram or Snapchat or wherever. I'm not that active, and it still reached me. That's a huge thing. My family always tells me that no matter what you feel like you don't have control of, prayers are something that you definitely do have. That if you feel like your fate is not what you would like to be, pray. Pray with an honest heart. Pray for yourself. Pray for your loved ones. Pray for a stranger you hope that they're well. And your fate will change. The Filipino community was, the more I thought about them, the more I noticed that they were just a huge treasure box or a treasure chest with a bunch of rare jewels. So for that reason, salamat.
Hi everyone, my name is Farhan Iqbal and I was born and raised in the UAE. And as someone who comes from there, you commonly get to see a lot of Filipinos over there, and I'd like to share some of my experiences with them. Not just in shopping malls and restaurants, but I have a lot of friends from school and a lot from college, and many of my professors as well from college are Filipino as well. Generally, I'd say they're very jolly people. They love talking. In my experience, most of the Filipinos I've met, they love talking. They love talking about things, and it's because they're very jolly. They like to make conversation. They like to know things about you. They want you to know things about, like, whatever it is that you guys are talking about. And generally, like I said, very happy people. These times are very tough, and tough for everyone across the globe. If there was a time for any of us to stick together, I don't think there would be a better time than now. Everyone is going through some sort of hardship. Everyone, some way or the other. And I'd like to say that, we have to stick with each other, help each other out, and we always come to a point where we think that, we're about to give up. We should give up. But when you hit that point, just sit for a minute and think why you started in the first place, for whom you started this in the first place. Why did you come to the UAE to work? Think of all those experiences. And it's so easy to fall into depression, to fall into anxiety. And you know what? It's okay if you do, because you're only human. And you have to come back stronger. I haven't been to the UAE in almost a year now, because I can't come back during these hard times, and I don't want to risk it for myself or for my loved ones, taking a plane and just coming back. So while I'm away from the UAE, I came to see a new passion of flying drones and making cinematic drone films, and I'm just pursuing it, and I'm going with it, and I don't know where I'll end up, but if there's any time for you to have to pursue your passion, to do something else apart from your daily jobs, this would be it. And I'd like to end this off by saying to all the Filipinos in the UAE that you're all jolly people, you're all very happy people generally. So stay that way. There's always going to be problems, there's always going to be worries, but there's no point of worrying about something that's already going to happen. You worrying about it, you stressing about it is not going to make it any worse. It's not going to make it any better. It's just going to happen. So make most of what you have and keep being happy and be grateful. And I'd like you all to know that this is the time for us all to stick together. Stay safe.
Mabuhay mga kapatid. I'm happy to be a friend of Kabayans and Filipinos all around the world. What I am today what I have learned is from you Filipinos. Everywhere I go, I get something new to learn from you. To me, a Filipino is a faith-driven fun lover. I for intelligent, L for loyal to people, work, and a community. I for immaculate imperfection. P for perseverant and passionate about life management despite any challenges that may come up. I, interestingly creative in everything they do. N, naturally beautiful and handsome. And O, obviously amazing. I must say that all you Kabayans and Filipinos, if I must say, is amazing, and I'm proud to say that I've always learned from you. We expected a beautiful 2020, a 2020 of hopes, dreams, naturally beautiful, naturally fun year ahead. But something small came in which grew in the pandemic, and it has affected your life, my life, and everyone in our extended family and community. But you never give up. Kabayans never give up. You are not born to give up. I promise you, you are not born to give up. You have come through lot of struggles to what you are today. And you are not going to give up for just this little thing which is roaming around. Things will change for good. And your faith in God shall always be restored. Let me tell you, when God puts you through all the challenges, He has something very glorious set ahead for you. Don't give up. You are a Kabayan. Go ahead. Seek to do your duties. Let not put our claim on its fruits. Just seek to do your duties. I'm proud to be a part of your community. I'm proud to be a part of your friend circle. I'm proud to say that I'm a friend to a Kabayan. Salamat.
I have many friends from Philippines. They are friendly and social. In addition to that, they love this life. If you have a friend just like them, I'm sure you will enjoy with them. My special thanks to Dr. Rex. He was my doctor in college. I have learned good things from him, and now he's my best friend too. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Lilian Mansour, and I'm Palestinian Lebanese. All of the Filipinos that I've met in my whole life in Dubai, either they are teachers, helpers, supervisors, or they cook, hairdressers, nurses even. They are more than sweet and passionate to their work, dedicated, calm, and they give from their heart of love, help. Their kindness and sweetness is beyond my words. Much love and thank you.
Filipinos in the UAE are very talented, and I say this from personal experience. I have seen some Filipinos working in UAE, and I can say that they are very talented, hardworking, dedicated, and very loyal to what they do. And I can personally say this from experience that being with them and working among them, it's really a very good experience, because with them you can never have this frown on your face, because whenever they come up to you, they always have this happiness on their face, which brings out like the happiness in you. It's that sort of thing. And Filipinos are really very humble and kind people, and very down to earth and very caring. And amidst this COVID virus, we have seen how Filipinos in different departments, be it in the nursing department, be it in the supermarket department, or in any sorts of department, they are still striving and helping people. And this is a very big thing for them to do. And honestly, they are doing their best job in helping everyone out, no matter what. And from what I know is, and I have seen by my own eyes, is that Filipinos are some of the best people who always want to help everyone, not just their own, but they help everyone, no matter what nationality, whether local or Indian or Pakistani, no matter what, they help everyone and they mingle very, very well. They are very easy people to talk to. They're not very complicated, and they don't have this sort of attitude when you talk to them. They have this very kind, gentle and caring attitude, and they always bring out the best in themselves and also in you. And to be honest, Filipinos are really, really very good people.
So there, we are a happy bunch of people, and this is true. Here in Dubai, it is common to see Filipinos in the services industry because we are always ready to greet and smile. It is heartwarming. In fact, it is heartwarming to see a Kabayan who automatically smiles to a fellow Kabayan during chance encounters. I don't personally know you, but I will smile at you. And it's true. We talk a lot. It takes minutes just to say goodbye when we visit other Filipinos. Here in the UAE, saying goodbye starts from the kitchen or probably from the living room. And then it goes to the door and then goes to the elevator of the building. Indeed, we are patient and we are happy, and for many nationalities, our warmth is a pandemic that is most welcome.